Dana White will move on quickly if John Jones versus Tom Aspinall isn't finalized in the next couple weeks. The draw-out saga between John Jones and Tom Aspinall may finally come to an end soon. The highly anticipated fight pitting champion against champion has been talked about for months, years, basically, but there's seemingly been no real movement on actually securing an agreement for John Jones to face Aspinall sometime in 2025. Jones, who holds the UFC heavyweight title, has hinted both at both retirement and possibly returning to compete again, while Aspinall, as the interim champion, has been anxiously awaiting his next assignment after his last fight back in July of 2024 when he knocked out Curtis Blades in the first round. Now UFC CEO Dana White says he expects to know for certain if John Jones versus Tom Aspinall is happening or not very soon. If the matchup fails to materialize, he's ready to move the division forward in rapid fire fashion. Thank God. Let's get it done. I don't know. We'll see how this thing plays out over the next couple of weeks. White told Jim Rome regarding Jones versus Aspinall. If we can't get this fight done, we'll move on quickly. I said a couple of weeks. We'll have answers in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, didn't you also say it's happening like 4 times? You said it's done. It's happening. We're just going to announce it soon, and it fucking didn't happen. Come on, bro. While awaiting word on whether or not he'll get to face Jones next, Aspinall went as far as saying the former lightweight champion was retired, and he was looking forward to his next challenge in an undisputed champion, or as undisputed champion. His frustration has continued to boil over as Aspinall waits on word about his future while still holding out hope that the UFC can book him against Jones. For his part, Jones claimed that he and Aspinall agreed to let the UFC make any announcements regarding the promoted fight between them, but he hasn't said if a deal is imminent or if he's potentially contemplating retirement instead. One thing is for certain, Jones isn't running or scared from Aspinall. Listen, John Jones has been an interesting human being to deal with since the day he got here, Dana White said. But what I will say about him is you will never hear me out talking about But what I will say about him, you would never hear me out talking about he's the GOAT and he's this and he's that. If John Jones didn't want to fight people, John Jones has never ever said, I'm afraid to fight this guy, or I don't like this fight for me, or any of that stuff. One time his coach at the time back in the day, I don't know if he's still with him or whatever. I think that's the only fight we ever canceled. Had to cancel the show because of this, because he wouldn't fight Chael Sonnen because his coach thought it was a bad idea to take a fight on late notice, but it had nothing to do with John Jones. John Jones has never turned down an opponent here or been afraid to fight anybody. That is involving Jones in the fight cancellation took place all the way back in 2012 when he was scheduled to defend his light heavyweight championship title against Dan Henderson. Unfortunately, Henderson suffered an injury, and the UFC attempted to replace him with Sonnen. Jones ultimately passed on the fight without the ability to find an adequate replacement for the main event, and the UFC canceled the show. Oh, is that when they turned it from a pay-per-view into just a regular fight night? It remains to be seen if Jones is going to be ultimately face Aspinall, but White seems confident he'll have an answer soon or will potentially go down as the biggest heavyweight fight in UFC history. Okay. At least Dana White's saying, yo, man, hey, we're going to move on if this stuff doesn't get figured out. So, what do you guys think? Do you believe Dana White? I kind of don't, but at least he's saying something. And if not, hey, man, Alex Pereira just weighed in at 243. Let's get Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall. Let's do it. Even if it's Jones versus Alex Pereira, who cares? Let's just get a heavyweight title fight going. The heavyweight division is so slow. And I promise you, Aspinall will be the most active heavyweight champion we have ever seen, as long as he doesn't get hurt, obviously. And he wants the belt so he can be that active champion. Let's get Aspinall what he deserves. Come on. With that, let me know down below, what do you guys think about Jones versus Aspinall being finalized in the next couple of weeks, whether or not it happens? The answer will come. I'm hoping, what is this, mid-June? I'm going to assume by the week after International Fight Week or the week of International Fight Week, we will actually know if they will move forward or if the deal has been signed on paper, not verbally. Go to like I said, be sure to let me know what you guys think in the comments.